Mate, it depends on what start you want. So, the 3 original starts were Crash Landed, where you start with 3 colonists that have escaped a crashing, spaceship or whatever. You start with like some pretty basic guns and some pretty basic clothes and a few packaged survival meals and a bit of medicine and, things like that. There was Standard Tribe, which is where you started as 5 with 5 colonists that were tribal, which is the same start as what we've done now, but we started with 2 for this particular run, one man, 1 woman, but you normally start with 5 as a tribe and 2 random pets. With the 3 colonists, you normally start with 1 random pet. And then the 3rd one was Rich Explorer. Now, I've not done much of Rich Explorer, but you start with much more money, much better weapon, much higher wealth, which is good and a bad thing. Sometimes you want to do a playthrough and you want to keep your colony low wealth because you want to have easier raids that come after you. The more wealthy and bigger and more stable your colony becomes, the larger your raid point score is. Now, each of the storytellers that you're playing with will take a snapshot of raids. Yeah, I didn't tell you about raids. Yeah, because we've not had very many in this one, to be honest. But here you go. So let's look at this. So as time goes on, your wealth increases. No, so that really depends as well, because you can play, there are 3 different storytellers for the game. So you've got Cassandra, Phoebe, and Randy. So Cassandra Classic, Phoebe, I don't know, I'm just going to call her Phoebe Easy because she is. And then, oh yeah, thanks very much. And then the last one is Randy Random. So we always generally do play against Randy. Now, technically, up until this patch, Cassandra's been harder. And with Cassandra and Phoebe, you can tell when they're going to attack you, or to a degree. They will have a minor event or a major event, and then they will go into a period of being stable, chill, if you like. They have a cooldown period. Then they will hit you again with an event, and they will hit you with another event within however many days, or that's how Cassandra works. With Randy, he's different. So he doesn't have to attack you at certain times like Cassandra and Phoebe, but he also doesn't have to chill out and let you relax either. Like, you will have a grace period from when you land to when you'll get your first event or major event with Cassandra. But in saying that, with Randy, you get no cooldown time. So somebody could just literally come in and, well, he could give you disease on day 1 and it could kill you. Human, yeah, that's his human viria. This is a 10-year-old child who dislikes men. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, they are from the female supremacy clan, so that would make sense. This guy, not having a good day, is he? But none of them like him. I'm surprised they don't have a thing in there for that. If your clan or your ideology has a preferred xenotype, oh, I'm definitely not killing her. No, because the thing is, if I attack or damage any of these humans in any way, that will give me negative relation with their tribe, and I want them to keep coming through here so we can keep trading with them like this for the time being anyway. There are times where you're tempted, I'll be honest. Well, we'll sell the wooden war mask again because it's crap. We want to keep the components, the cloth. We could take pemmican off, but we don't really need it. We just kind of want to start stacking up money, so we will. So we will. He's still building these chairs. Well, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. Mate, I honestly don't know what pemmican is in terms of the word, but in this, pemmican is just a mixture of meat and vegetables that last significantly longer than normal meals. But yeah, it does just look like raw shit, mate. Yeah. know it's it's food of some sort, but yeah, it does look like Frog the Child is just chewing on some excrement. There you go. Oh shit. Oh yeah, it really does look like a pile of shit, doesn't it? Apologies, I'll be done eating and that in a minute. I always get distracted by stuff. Lizard skin. A tribe that came through actually killed a cobra, so we stole it, cut it up, ate it, and now we've got its skin left over. We still got human leather, and we still got plain leather, or light leather. And we now got 170 silver as well, which is good, because you start with nothing. People eat snakes in real life. I think you can eat snake in real life. I think you can. Not so sure it's good for you, but there are almost certainly people that do. Just in here watching him. Just in here watching him build that chair. The game of I think you only get this when you're tribal. Because when you're not, you build poor quality, yeah. Yeah. Badly made. I mean, most things will be poor. The chairs. We waited for all these chairs. That chair's awful. Jesus. He's not very good at building. A good one. There we go. If you get something that's like excellent quality or better, it's normally got engravings and stuff on it. We're miles away from that though. Oh, we do want to make granite blocks. Do this until we have 250. Pause when satisfied. Start again when you got 100. He's got a 3 grand. Let's go. Yeah, the flask, mate. Yeah, for sure. Paperwork and flask. I feel like they're a lecturer at a university or something. We nearly did Neanderthal. Start as actual dum-dums, but I don't think they can research, or I think they're very slow at research. I don't know, running out of stuff to get done now until we get some more research going. We'll dig up and into here for now. And yeah, at some point soon we'll get some more steel, save up on the steel and the components, and then possibly look at starting the grab ship quest. I'm looking to get that sorted as quickly as possible so we can get up into space and get to some asteroids. Nah, near enough everything in the game has a purpose. Near enough everything has a purpose. I mean, a chair, obviously they will sit on a chair to eat a meal at a table. If they can't eat a meal at a table, they'll get a negative debuff. This is a passive cooler that's used for recreation. You build art and sculptures, make stone blocks. This kind of doesn't have a purpose. It's kind of a decoration, but then at the same time it does, because it makes this particular faction happy. Other people will get a negative debuff if their faction doesn't like or doesn't agree with skull spikes. So yeah, near enough everything has a purpose. I mean, even this, you can cut the flowers. All different types of animals, capybaras. What else we got? Still got some monkeys around. We want to try and tame some monkeys later. The tiger and that's all gone. The tiger must be dead. Timber wolf. Prairie dog. Oh, that's them leaving. Cassowary will attack us if we go near it. These things, boomalopes, they're like antelopes, but they blow up when you kill them, when they die. So, don't want them. Like, if you get a manhunter pack of them, or a manhunter pack of anything, right? So, this rat ran into the trap went off and killed it. yeah, boomalope, yeah. If a boomalope was to come into here and go off in one of these traps, it's going to blow up, it's going to set the walls on fire, risk the whole thing getting burnt down and having to start from scratch if we're even still alive. That, funnily enough, I mean, you tell me, are you likely to go back and watch the videos on the YouTube channel, or do you want me to tell you what happened at the end? Because if you're going to go back, I won't spoil it for you, but... Yeah, fair. Okay, so... I had a bit of a brain fart moment, but... We got to a stage where we had 3 colonists, right? And there's 2, like, up here somewhere, mining, different map altogether. Mining up here, and then there's rock face around, and there was one lady just around here. And we were starving hungry, we had no food left, and she was the cook. So I don't know what I was doing. I just, without thinking, got her to whip her gun out and shoot at a boomalope over here. But that boomalope was stood next to like 10 other boomalope, and they all went into a maddened rage and killed her, and then chased down and killed the other 2 guys that were mining. So that was the end of the run, and there was no need to shoot at them whatsoever. I could have gone and picked a berry bush. That was the end of that. We don't want this. Although... Oh shit, that's good. Interesting. We really don't want this, but that would be great. Well, same as, yeah, the Empire, man. Oh yeah, mate, you literally get battered. This game, the last run that we did, we started a run with one colonist, and we got sleep sickness, and we couldn't develop immunity for it within like the first 10 days of the game starting, if that. Probably not even that. Probably the first 5 days. We got sleep sickness. Couldn't develop immunity fast enough, so it killed us. That was it. Run over. Well, it didn't need to be. We got a join request, but I wanted them to be of this Xeno type. The Empire is cool. So the Empire, a lot of Rimworld is drawn from Dune, and like that style of like empires living in and on dangerous planets, and you know, them being in control and running things, but then the people living there being, you know, peasants and fighting against the worm and whatnot. Obviously, kind of different vibe, but similar type of direction here. And then you can actually do quests for them. So they're going to give us one of these 3 things if we do this quest. Now, we're not going to do this quest. Because toxic waste packs, unless you can freeze them, they'll eventually blow up, and when they blow up, they will then cause pollution on the map that you're on. And you can't like take them somewhere else and just dump them off because it will give you negative relationships. So really, you need to put them somewhere in a freezer, which we haven't got the ability to do yet. We don't have that technology for the temperature stuff, for the cooling of it. We also don't have electricity as of yet. Yeah, no, still not outgrowing pollution. But the toxin waste bags, they come from mechanitors. So you can get an implant put into your head, or a colonist's head, and then you can control mechanoids, which at some point in time, much later in the future, hopefully, will get attacked by mechanoids. And if you're here or you're around, you'll see what they are. But they're brutal. But you can then control them, get them to do your work, get them to fight people for you. But to do that, you have to have gestation tanks and charging pods. I don't really have a way to show you a mechanoid. So this is a ancient Exostrider corpse. If you blow this up, you can get a mechanoid implant, but we don't want that quest for this one. But if you want to do a solo character run, that's a really, really good one. You could start as a solo mechanitor. There's no like ancient ruins on here to be able to show you. These probably are, but I don't want to break them open. No. But yeah, you see like old world rubbish, like pipeline section, barbed wire. What was that? A wild boar. Yeah, I was hoping maybe there would be. Sometimes you get like old shells of them that have been destroyed, just left around the place, but it doesn't look like we've got any on this map. We do have plasteel though, and components, and steel. This map's great. This map is great. We're just going to mine out the whole vein. That is what we're going to do. Yeah, that thing on the floor, that's not dangerous, to be fair. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this one's where did he go? Him. Well, it would have been dangerous in the past, I suppose. Exostrider cannon, but you shoot this. It's dormant now. You come over and you shoot it, and then when it blows up, inside of it is the implant that you can put in your head. But we don't have that tech yet anyway. We'd have to get basic mech tech. Oh, I can show you it like that, right? So basic mech tech. Then you can create these, you know, like a clean sweeper that cleans for you, a lifter that hauls and carries stuff, Militor that fights for you. So that's a mech. It's a very small one, but high mech tech. So then you can get centipede burners that shoot out fire, or gunners, or that's a new one, I think. A lancer, they shoot cannons at you. Like, if they come after you, you're not prepared. We almost died to a run of those before. We ran away, and I didn't realise that accidentally we had one in our freezer, so we ended up transporting it to the new map. Centurion and Legionary, I feel like these are new. Or Tesseron, that's one that we took with us by accident. It was in the kitchen, in the War Queen. And then you got insects that you can deal with and stuff. But this one, we want to, you know, obviously the slow and steady, we'll get the things that we're going to need to obviously get better, smithing, things like that, plate armor, blades. And then we want to get to electricity, we want to get to machining, making guns, and then we want to get to basic grav tech so that we can build a ship, and then standard grav tech so we can build a bigger and better ship so we can go to space, and then advanced grav tech so that we can make more panels for the ship and more grav core power cells. So, but yeah, man, there's so much, like all sorts of stuff, prosthetics, genetics, you can take out and put genetics back in, how to fly ships. Alright. So this just landed in the area. Now, would look like a terrible situation, but it's a meteorite full of silver, so we'll mine it, although it's definitely going to increase our wealth, and it landed on this poor capybara, so we'll go out there and haul that bad boy inside and chop him up for the meat. And the fur, of course. There we go. Are we, no, we're not inside. Cool. But yeah, we'll mine that out for the silver. Why not? I suppose there's no rush. We actually don't need to do that right now, so let's cancel that, because that ain't going anywhere. We'll do all this, get the steel. We'll do that maybe just before we're about to vacate. But the thing is with this is we don't want to leave this map with our ship too soon, because unless we get an anchor, which requires, we have got some plasteel here, but it requires 300 plasteel, 80 gravlite panels, and 5 advanced components, which, you know, they don't come around every 2 seconds. Once we've got those, we can build an anchor. We can put that anchor down here, and then we can fly off and come back to this map. But if we leave with a grav ship before we've got an anchor, this map will be destroyed. We'll never be able to come back to it. So all this stuff that we built, yeah, cool as well. But more importantly, the map. This would be a sick location to come back to. Have this as a permanent base with an anchor here. You come in, fly down to your anchor, and you're on your island in between forest and grassland. It's just so cool. Just so cool. Right, super quick. Just gives 2 minutes. Just going to chuck it on pause for a second. Just going to go and clean everything up. Obviously, after dinner and all that. I know it's been a while, but been picking at it and then getting distracted. And then I'll be back and we'll be fully locked in until... Well, it's about almost 7 o'clock now, so we'll be on until 11:30 my time. So still a fair bit of the stream to go. We might pack it up just before 12 hours because of YouTube, but we'll see how we go. I need to edit some content, put it up tonight as well. So if I want some sleep, we might be finishing just before the 12-hour mark. But we'll see how we go. I wanted to say something about Tarkov as well, but I'm engrossed in Rimworld at the minute, so we'll see. Don't know whether he's going to be available or not anyway. So give us 2, 3, 5 minutes at worst, I'll be back, but certainly won't be long. Okay, everything is sorted. I am back. Rimworld is running again. That will be the last of the disruptions for the evening. We'll be here locked in for the rest of the stream. And the camera will be back on very, very shortly. Just having a drink. All right. Ooh. Lovely jubbly. We're back in business. Everything's sorted. The dogs are fed. And chilling in the warm. Lucky. It's cold in here. Well. For now anyway, just put the heat on. You can possibly even hear it. Let me know if it's too loud. Turn it down and freeze. Right. What are we doing next? Did we get complex clothing? No, it's what we're doing right now. Yeah, cool. And then we will get the tailor and bench built out. There we go. Right, come on. Get the research done. Quick. A refugee and tribespeople. Being chased by tribespeople from the Impid tribe. One penitent. He's a starjack. That's interesting. Because he's close to us, but he's not. I don't think we want a starjack. They're terrible. Well, I suppose we're taking people in from everywhere. Having one, I don't know. What is a penitent? Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, sure, mate. Sure. Apparently a penitent is the one raid that you get. The one raid that you get is like your starting quest. Or your starting raid when you play as Cassandra. It's the one that like lets you know that I was going to say that she's turned on, but that's not the right wording. That she is awake. The game has begun. Oh, we're not worth playing, that's why he hasn't turned up. I was going to say, why hasn't he turned up? He's a starjack, so we'll see. Like, if he's terrible, we'll just kill him and take his stuff. Here he comes. Here he comes. Masahiro, you any good? Or are you fighting this, Oh, he's completely naked. Why is he grey? Well, that's his traits. So, or his xenogenes. So hang on, look. Let's have a look. So, if I go to one of us, for instance, well, okay, so he is one from the base game. So he's a starjack, right? It makes no sense that they have mid-black haircut because, oh, that's his germline genes. Okay, so that's how he's ended up. So These guys are like alien supposed to be. They're like spacefaring colonist people. And we're a little bit like them, but we edited them a bit. So this is as they come. So heat tolerant, cold tolerant, vacuum resistant. They're, you know, good at building, but terrible at fighting, mining plants and animals. So they're terrible at making food or digging. And, you know, that doesn't make any sense to me, right? Indoor dweller sounds like me. Yeah. You and me both, mate. You and me both. Which indoor dweller is quite good. We've got that anyway. So what we did was we made a slightly modified version of it, which is the starred Raz as opposed to it randomizes the hair color, but that'll be based on obviously the old handlebar mustache that we've got. But we got rid of like the heat tolerant. We got rid of being awful at mining and awful at plants, so that it's possible for us to do it. Obviously, we're still not very good with animals or melee, but we wanted to keep it relatively the same. So we kind of feel like one of these. So he's close to being the same as us, but he's not the same as us, and he's terrible. That's completely fine. Teetotaler is bearable, although when we want to start microdosing drugs, we'll be different. Yeah, I'm from England, but I live in Australia, yeah. So that's probably where you're getting the accent from. Or New Zealand or so. That's probably where the accent is changing over time. I'm getting a random ass mix of things going on. Pyromaniac is terrible. So he's incapable of fighting fires, and he will randomly set things on fire. He also won't do any drugs or alcohol, which is fine, but not great. So I think we probably just get rid of him. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's like literally 7 o'clock. He doesn't have anything with him, does he? Pair of trousers. We'd have no top for us to wear. She could wear them though, I suppose. She's still covered by but 92 and 81. He ain't got a lot going for him. And he's 56. Has he got any health issues now? Prosthetic heart. Yeah, okay. Don't really want to banish you, because we'll get upset. We're probably going to get upset anyway. What's your ideology? Individualist. Nah. See you, brother. Colonist banish -3. If he dies, we'll get a -3 anyway. See ya. We're still going to get attacked by the raid, I think. Hey, from Chicago, 4 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Well, yeah, like I thought about getting his pants, but if you get his pants... Oh, they're hunting him, and he might just not bother. He might just kill him. I'll feel quite bad if that's the case. We could have brought him over. Well, we'd have killed him anyway. If we'd have kept him, we'd have killed him. Yeah, he probably is, mate. Yeah, he probably is. Who's this guy? Is he any good? So we might be able to keep him too. He's pretty good. He doesn't care about, you know, the way that things look. His comfort stat is irrelevant. He's good at mining, cooking, and plants and shooting. Yeah, honestly, hopefully he just kills the Starjack guy and then he comes over, because we might just take him out and kill him. He's also 17 as well, although... And he's got tolerance to weed. Perfect. Alright, let's get going. Yeah, 4 AM, man. You must, He's just ignored him altogether. Alright, fair enough. Well, look, Masahiro, mate, have a good one. Pleasure not doing business with you, I suppose. Yeah, 4 AM, man. You must be up early. Yeah, with a beard. Well, it's one of those things where he's probably grown the beard to protect himself. It looks like he's probably got a little Captain Price type beard going on as well, maybe. Wait till we see him front on. Alright, so he's coming over here. He's going to want to attack us. We'll just say everybody to stay inside, but then we'll also get Virgil just to stand in the doorway. And old mate should come down here and kill himself on these traps. Or Virgil will shoot him. But we'll see. And these are the raids that we're talking about. Obviously, we invited this one. You've been up all night. Pulling an all-nighter, yeah. Good effort. Good effort. Just an all-nighter watching games, or are you having a good time doing other things as well? I don't know if I'm allowed to actually talk about the things that you might be doing. Obviously, surely alcohol. Bosh, is he alive? He's dead. Playing games and watching random stuff, yeah. Oh mate, it's my weekends as well. Don't you worry. I'm here streaming it. But yeah, what are you playing? Or what have you been playing? And we'll catch up as well. Pretty tired. Oh, outside the loud area. Back to the work area. That's a shame. We got nothing out of that really. Steel Club 99%. We'll definitely allow that. Take that. Jade will allow as well. Stellaris, nice. Stellaris not something I've played. I watched a bit of Stellaris. I do like a good grand strategy game from time to time. Well, that ilk. I like Paradox games, to be fair. Although I'm not really an EU4 guy. I'm more CK3. What else did I play? It's like I played a few different bits and pieces like that. Obviously, Total War I used to play. I'm terrible at Total War. I always die in dead easy battles. I should win, but I love the strategy aspect of it. The Three Kingdoms one was mad. That was good. Really, really good. I think it's because I used to love Dynasty Warriors as well, though. Dynasty Warriors. No, I never played Red Alert. I used to play Age of Empires and stuff back in the day, but I've never played Red Alert. Command and Conquer a long, long time ago as well. I recognise Red Alert. Oh, Command and Conquer Red Alert. I don't think I played that Red Alert, no, but I played one of the Command and Conquer games. I don't think I played Red Alert. Played Command and Conquer. Not that one though, I don't think. Unless there's only one, maybe I have played it. But it would have been a very long time ago. Very, very long time ago. I don't know. I don't know, but I hope so. If he did find it, link it in the chat. Oh, that'd be great. I just shit himself because the game, man, that was like me playing that horror game yesterday. I didn't physically shit myself. Horrendous. We had a couple more demos I want to get into as well, actually. What else were we looking at? Played the Horde once you dead. That's good fun, actually. It was a good little warm-up game. Robin Time was okay. I think it'd be better with more players, but it was cool. We could go back to that for sure. Misery was mental, but it's kind of mental that makes you want to keep playing more. And there was definitely somebody in here that asked if they wanted me to explain, or if I wanted them to explain the core concepts of the game, which makes me assume that maybe they were part of the development team or something, like in some capacity, because, well, or somebody that should have been playing the game, of course. Oh yeah, FTL, man, Fast and Light, what a game. What a game. Again, not something I played a lot of, but I watched a lot of FTL. Vane demo we will go back to as well. Man, we've got all sorts of stuff in here. Crusader Kings. Bannerlord, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Marvel Rivals, this is something I might go back to. They've just, Jean Grey and everything has just come into the game. Should be good. Should go back to that for a bit just to see what it's like now. There's loads that I want to play. Norland, that's one that I want to go back to for sure. Oh, who's got malaria? Bollocks. What is it with you and disease, pal? Job you super immune. Right, come on, Suze. Sort him out. She finished cutting up, old mate. Already tending to Virgil, look. No messing around. But he's almost beating it without any tending. Super immune's great, but my god, that Scaria infection's hectic. Oh man, yeah, Project Zomboids. We love that. Me and I'm not sure if you've been on the channel before, man, or whether this is your first time. Obviously, either way, welcome in. But Borno that I normally play with, I got him onto Project Zomboid, and he was a bit hesitant, and then he gave it a go, and he's played more of it now than I have. But we love that. We were talking literally a week ago, probably, about streaming some Zomboid. So we'll definitely, playing some Zomboid again, which I would stream. So we'll definitely have a bit of that again soon, which will be great. I love Zomboid. And Kingdom Come Deliverance. 2 is one that I need to finish, actually. So it could even be argued that we could do a whole playthrough again at some point. Like for stream from start to finish, because otherwise I don't know when I would finish it. But that is a game that I need to finish. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is incredible. Incredible game. There's so much I want to play. I want to go back to Norland. This is insane. This is like a mix of CK3 and Rimworld. Vampire Survivors is good fun, but this one kind of gave me vibes of that. The Horde That Wants You Dead. That type of game, you know. Schedule 1 was good fun. Kind of finished that. Shadows of Doubt is a really good game. I wish it had a little bit more to it, but it's a really good game. Kenshi's way too hard. It's just way too much of a slow burn. A mad capybara is going to be close too. Oh no? Yeah. Ah, bud. You know, we could, we don't really need the food. Nah, we'll just say, we'll stay inside and we'll just let him go nuts for now. Be angry out there, fella. Be angry out there. Yeah, look, I think their new patch, an elephant self-tamed. Is he on the way to attack the elephant? Because I'm fairly confident the capybara will die. But also, do we want an elephant? Don't think so. Yeah, elephant versus capybara, who wins? I assume that's where he's going if he's just dipped into the water. I would assume he's going over here because this is now part of my colony, technically. Inspired creativity. The next item of art that she creates. Okay. What does she do? Is she art or is she hella artistic? Yeah, okay. We're going to do something a little bit crazy. We're going to go a little bit crazy. This would be the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. We're going to make a statue, hopefully, of Virgil. Or we could do a great carving. We'll make a great oh, wait, we need 50. Shit. 16. Alright. What do we need? Oh, no, we can't make anything with the jade. That's annoying. We could just... The way I see it, we're already poor. There's a lot. We will go back to the fight in a minute. We will go back to the elephant versus the capybara in a minute. This game's amazing, man. If you haven't got this game, I'm telling you, bro, obviously you're a PC gamer playing Stellaris. Very different game, man, but trust me, pick it up. Just only pick it up when you've got time. Obviously, you know, you do you. Don't spend your money based on my recommendation, but absolutely worth the money. Or most of the DLCs are worth the money. Royalty, if you like the royalty stuff, playing with / against the Empire, and if you like the side-casting ability things, which you'll see a bit of that soon. We're going to start grabbing the animatry and getting that going because we're tribal, so we might as well. Royalty's kind of cool, but like order of DLCs for me would be like Odyssey is sick right now. So Odyssey, Biotech, Ideology, they're like 3 that they're all near enough their own game, or they add enough that makes it like amazing. Psycast is like psychic abilities. you'll see. I'll explain it all a bit in a minute. We'll grab the animatory because we want to bring that over. But you essentially meditate towards a thing. You get psi focus ability, and then when you medicate, medicate. Hilarious. When you meditate, you generate psycast ability, which you can then expend to do different things, like make yourself or your colonists feel no pain for a particular period of time, or jump from here to really far away, or yeah, in a sense, like you get to the point. There is actually something called an insanity lance, which, funnily enough, we found one in the last game as we were getting wiped out. But an insanity lance, you can shoot somebody with it and it will literally fry their brain and send them insane. So they just go into like a volatile rage and start attacking everything and everyone. I think it's them game over. We're going to do something really, really stupid because she's inspired. So we are going to make a statue of silver. Yes. We're going to use 65 silver to make a statue. And we're going to delete the other ones to make sure that she doesn't build them. We're going to do it just one time. What does that say? Out of 10. So it would only use 10 silver. No. Small volume ingredients like gold require 10 times as much. I will go back for the capybara. 10 times as much. Okay, right. So it requires 65, so we would need 650 of these. Okay, let's not do that. Let's build a steel one. She would use all of our 170 and then not use it. Right. Right. And she's like skill level 13. It's insane. Skill level 13, right, so you would have said 12 because he's nowhere near that. How tired are you? Not very. Go and eat that and then prioritise sculpting. Now, what we've all been waiting for. Here? It's it's machinery, it's components. We've already picked up quite a few. We've got 9. We pulled some out from here. So we've got some more and we'll get to them in a second, obviously, as we plow through. Where was the elephant? Here. Where's the capybara? Here. Oh, he's not going for him. That's a shame. Oh, unless he is. Just going for a swim. He's just having a very angry swim. Well, yeah, that's devastating. I thought he was going... Well, yeah. You can find stuff like that, yeah. Like, in here is probably what the game calls an ancient danger. It'll probably be full of mechs or the anomaly creatures and stuff. We're nowhere near ready for that. Game over. Not at my skill level anyway. But yeah, that'll be... That was weird. I thought I saw a red flash from in there. There we go. She is making a steel statue that should come out banging. It'll come out 2 levels better than what she expected. So I suppose we could have got her to craft something. What crafting has she got? Rubbish. Perfect. So yeah, we'll get her to do that. That should be good. 2 levels better than what she would have made. Really saw where I bit my lip at here. Real sore. The capybara's not going to go away for ages. We might even just kill him, but we don't need to. Like, look at all this meat we got. Human meat, 66. And we got 58 capybara meat already. And all this rice that goes up in 35 days. Problem is he can't cook. And she's taking an age to build this. Capybara just squealing away. Plants will grow slower. Rare thrombos in the area. Yeah, the capybara is